Hey guys, Dave here. Welcome to the Centurion's review. I have U-Boat from Tabletop Games. This is the last one I needed for the full collection. Here's the full collection, all the micro games they made: Ballistic Missile, U-Boat, Galactic War, and MTB. So that part of my collection is now complete. But anyhow, let's take a look through this and see what it's all about. It says it was printed in England in 1975. And like all the tabletop games, it includes a order chart. All of their games are order driven. This is a convoy order chart, and on the other side of the piece of the paper is the U-boat order chart. So obviously, at the beginning of the turn, each side writes down their orders, and then the sequence of play goes from there, I would assume. But let's read through here, see what this is about. Situation: the longer the war lasted, the clearer it became that the Atlantic was the deciding factor, and that if the German U-boat force could achieve real successes in the war against merchant shipping, the tables would be turned in Germany's favor. In 1942, the battle for the Atlantic was moving towards its climax, and whole U-boat packs were fighting bitterly with Allied escort forces. This is a situation in which our convoy, bound from Halifax in Canada to Liverpool, steams into the middle of a U-boat formation. The cargoes carried by each merchant ship are vital to the Allied war effort. As U-boat commander, it is imperative that the convoy be destroyed. As convoy escort commander, your orders are to get the merchant ships through at all costs. So, sounds interesting. Rulebook is 18 pages long, and like all their rule books, only one side of the piece of paper has writing on it. The other side is just blank. Starts out going over ship details rather. One that sounds interesting is Buoyancy Factor. The factor represents the ability of a vessel to remain afloat, and of course it's reduced by hits. And it's going over speed, setting up the game, writing orders, deciding the winner. To determine the winner of the game, the U-boat commander will add or subtract the following, and he gets victory points for cargo points value of any merchant ship sunk, +1 per cargo points value in any hold which is on fire and the fire is not under control, +1 per 2 cargo points of any ship that is dead in the water, -40 per U-boat sunk. So if you lose a U-boat, you're in bad shape. -1 per buoyancy factor lost by each surviving U-boat, and -5 per torpedo tube damage on each U-boat, -3 per deck gun damaged on any U-boat, and -20 per U-boat unable to submerge at the end of the game. So basically, it sounds like you want to do as much damage to the convoy as possible while taking as little damage to your U-boats as you can. And then it's got level of victory determined by your total victory points here. It's got death charges like every U-boat game should have. Movement stages, writing orders again, compulsory actions. Now it's talking about surfacing, sighting, and ASDIC. I'm not sure what an ASDIC is. I'm not a submarine expert. If anyone knows, write in the comments section. Let us know what an ASDIC means. I haven't read the book yet. Attack by depth charge. Attack using mortars. Damage effects by mortars. And then effects of being submerged. Surface gunfire. Firing torpedoes. Submerged firing. I didn't even know those could fire submerged. That's interesting. It's got some charts here. And then looks like damage repair parties and some charts for them. Interesting. So this looks like a full-blown submarine game, even though it's a tiny little micro game. So let's take a look at the components. So you would cut these out, and it's got cargo ships, submarines, mortar pattern, some more submarines, some on fire markers and some other informational markers. Oh, Aztec contact and depth charges. Here's your Aztec search art. So Aztec, I'm assuming, is some way of finding submerged submarines or something. That's just a guess. And then template here for making a turn. So this looks pretty interesting. Hopefully one day I'll get a chance to try it. Thanks for watching, and if you liked the video, please click like on it. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to this channel, and as always, have a good evening.